So I actually haven't checked out my YouTube account for a long time, but when I go back, I realized that the video that actually got the most views is my UChicago optional video profile. And then I realized that, okay, so now we're in another year round applying for colleges again, and you people are all searching for inspirations of how to actually create this shit. And there are tons of videos about, sharing how to pick a college, how to get in certain schools, but actually, yes, there aren't really a lot of videos telling you guys how to create an optional video. So this is what this video is going to be about. So for some of you who might not know, optional video profile is actually an option some colleges offer students to give when they're actually applying for colleges. I believe a basket of colleges that I know that offer this kind of option is Brown University, UChicago, Wash U, St. Louis, and Reed College. I'm not sure whether there are other schools that also offer that choice, but if you're interested in any of those schools, definitely check that, because I feel like that's a really helpful option for some students, because we're not only just numbers and the activity list, right? The goal of optional video profile is to let the admission officers get an other side of you, like how you are as a person in real life, instead of those extracurriculars in your personal statement, those really epic things that you did. More or less like how you are as a person and how you'll be in the actual campus. I have to give you guys a spoiler alert. I think that video profile is useful for only some of the kids. Is not really good if you don't have anything to show in a video. I mean, you definitely have something to show, but if it's not as abundant or interesting or funny as or special as some other people's, you might not want to submit it, because it will take definitely a lot of time and effort during our application season. So definitely think before you actually do it, because if it's not as good or as outstanding, it will not do much good to your application, not to say whether it will do anything bad to your application, right? So, I still remember the first time when I was, realizing that I need to create an optional video profile. I was just searching for optional video profiles all over Google and YouTube, and trying to look literally every single YouTube videos that is about optional video profiles. And actually, it's actually useful, because I have the following model for you guys. So you'll be either weird as hell or show your actual personality as a person and make the admission officers realize that you're really fun and approachable. So let's look at a few examples that I feel are really good.
Whoa, I want to know where I can go when you're not around. I'm feeling.
And I thought for my UChicago video profile, instead of just sitting here for 2 minutes, I thought I'd hand it over to some UChicago alumni and some celebrities.
Thank you, Isabella, and thank you for not picking fellow UChicago alum Saul Bello. We're gonna go through a few fast facts about Isabella. Let's go. Myers-Briggs personality type, ENFP, also known as the campaigner. Astrological sign, Aquarius. A view on toilet paper, it goes over.
My name is Reed Drummond, also known as the Pioneer Woman. Isabella's been known to make the world a better place. You may know me for my southern cooking, but Isabella's favorite food is sushi. In fact, she used to sign off all her emails as Isabella Schlacht, sushi aficionado. Bye, y'all!
And although speed cubing might look like magic, the dexterity that the cube has instilled in me has refined my sleight of hand so I can perform real magic. But what is magic? It is many things, but it definitely does not reside solely in cards. Magic is in everything.
To this point, they're actually showing a really unique aspect of themselves, instead of, trying to show everything, instead of being really deep and dive into who they really are.
I am outgoing, talkative, welcoming, and expressive. In order to understand who I am, you need to see what I love. I love learning about parasites, schistosomes, tapeworms, botflies. I'm probably the only person who binge watches Monsters Inside Me during their free time. In fact, I even researched tapeworms and gave a speech about them last summer.
Where you could eat anything you wanted. and not gain any weight. It's quite simple, really, and all it involves is a tapeworm.
This passion only started because of Science Olympiad, which was influential in building my confidence as a woman in STEM, as it encouraged me to explore beyond what society said I should be good at. Don't worry though, I'm normal. I love ice cream, animals, Ariana Grande, and the Hamilton soundtrack.
Blood we shed begin an endless cycle of vengeance and death with no defendants.
I also really love fashion.
From these videos, you can see that, the people are trying to show a lot of aspects of them. Instead of just talking about something they really like or just one specific skills, they're, putting a lot of things forward, just like a huge feast for the mission officers to remember. And the good thing is, they are putting a lot of things, but everything is really interesting and they explain everything really well, and it also allows the admission officers to realize, okay, what is special about this girl? This is where the admission officers get to actually see you as an actual person, how you will be in the campus, how you will actually interact with the students, what kind of role will you take, So I suppose this kind of videos is also really good. But one mistake I also see in a lot of videos who are like trying to approach this idea and trying to get to that point, but they are making this mistake that they are putting out too much thing, but everything is kind of like generic or not special enough, or they just simply did not explain enough, like why do they want to do this, what is the origin of the story, how they develop their mindset, what's their actual experience. If you don't actually explain those things really well and you just simply tell the admission officers what you did, that would be like not interesting. And just imagine it, the admission officers, they have seen hundreds of thousands of profiles each day. If you're simply telling them what you did, it's just not like enough, right? So you're actually here trying to think about, okay, what should I do for my optional video profile? Read on. This is what you're gonna do. Sit down and take notes. So the first thing I would suggest you to do is just to really find your personalities. Find a paper and a pen, write down everything you do, every, words that you can associate with your personalities. And after you have the papers, full of yours, doodles or whatever words, try to talk with your friends and families or just to yourself and see what are the things that outstand the most, or what are the things that remark you the most as a person. What will people associate me with? What words will people associate me with? For example, for me, people associate me with art, with fun, with a little bit weird, sometimes a little bit. Okay, I'm not getting too personal here. Then maybe you would have maybe like 2 to 4 points that you would like to talk about, and you would need to actually structure your time, like how many seconds I would distribute my time to talk about this point and how many time I would distribute to talk about that point. After you actually structure your script, be sure to write your script and find all of the elements that you want. At the first point, you would definitely want as many videos, images as possible to fill in your 2 minutes or 1 minute and a half, right? So I really strongly recommend you to find every single video that you find, a little bit interesting, a little bit showing a little bit personal side of you. You might not use everything in the end, but it's really good to have a lot of content to work with in the beginning, right? Some of the video editing tools that I strongly recommend will be these. And after you have everything, made into an actual video, if you still have time, I would strongly recommend you to, check some YouTube videos that tell you how to, make your videos fancier, some editing skills, how you switch scenes, how you add background music, how you change colors or whatever. Might be something that stand out or shows a little bit about your personalities. I even see one video that actually add a lot of animations. I thought that was also really cool. And be sure to also let your families and friends see it. When I actually made my videos, I let a few of my friends check it, and they all say that it really shows my personality. And that's where I suppose I really show my personality through this video. So this is more or less about the optional video profile for a college application. And I hope this is useful and help you guys a lot. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below. And I hope you enjoy this video. Keep watching if you guys haven't seen my optional video profile or want to see it again. See you!
Hi there, I'm Betty from Shenzhen Foreign Languages School.
So I think you have a taste of who I am as a behavioral economist. So now let me tell you a bit more about myself.
Wait, I haven't finished.
I'm welcoming, talkative, and aggressive. In a charming way. Right? I love trap music, spicy spaghetti and coffee, and taking ugly selfies that will ruin my social images. Wait, let me introduce myself again. Hi there. To know who I am, please just know what I love to do. I love art. They're the best channels for me to express my ideas. Whether it is expressing teenagers' internal conflicts through lines and rhythms, promotion of ancient culture through pop images, or revealing the dark side of society through visual performances. I felt satisfied when I took a strong voice from my brain and make it into something tangible and share it with the audiences. I like to write. Born in Taiwan in 2003, my father brought me to China right after my birth. There, I became aware of the cultural differences and how it influences people's views. With my amazing friends, I wrote cool and sometimes humorous scripts and shot the videos to reveal our unique perspectives of the world. I think you see a kind of trend in things I love to do. I love to make changes. And in fact, my efforts to change are beyond econ, art, or writing. I can feel fulfilled when I make some English classes for kids at Gansu at a weekly basis. I can feel fulfilled when I code in an app that might work and change people's way of diet. I can feel fulfilled when I share an academic concept, joke, or even criticism with my friends. I'm like the sparks on my birthday cake, and I want to light up the world with my curiosity and determination. Sincerely, Betty.